let me die or do something here. I'm scared. And I reached down, and in my mind, I hit the transmit button. And the minute I sent that message out, I was jerked out of my body. And it was so fast, it was a blink of an eye, it was over. And I'm floating in a cloud-like area with clouds around me, and I'm trying to figure out what happened. And I look down, and I've got a silverish gray body that's semi-transparent. And I'm going, wow, look at this. I've got a glass body. And I'm trying to figure out where I'm at. And then this feeling comes to me. And it's a feeling, now I know it was unconditional love. At the time, I'd never experienced it before, so I didn't know. I just knew that it was the best thing I'd ever felt. So I'm trying to figure out what this is when this voice comes to me. And it's a voice of, before I've always thought it was God. Within the last couple of years, I've seen some other things, and I thought maybe it could have been my grandfather or my father. It was a male voice, very caring, very personal. Talked to me by name, talked to me like he knew me very well, knew me personally. Not very many words. He said, Glenn, you don't die. I thought back, well, what do you mean I don't die? And he said, well, you don't die, Glenn, you continue. I'm going, okay, I really don't understand this. Now, this is a mental telepathy going on, this mental, He said, I know you don't understand, Glenn. He said, this will help you understand. Way off in the distance, a light went on. And the light came around and made an elliptical orbit, and as it made the turn, I'm thinking, this thing's getting bigger. And as it turned, it started off, and it just got huge. And I thought I was going to fly into it. And it got all around, and it stopped, and there's streamers of white light, just beautiful white transparent light just streaming out from this thing. And I'm going, wow, look at that. Look at this. This is, wow. And then the center of it opened up like a giant movie screen. And all I can tell you is that if you've ever seen a high-speed video where there's 1 million images flashing, that's what it was. And everybody wants to know, what did you see? A tree growing from a nut, 300 feet tall and dying and regrowing. I saw mountains turn to dust, dust turned to oceans, oceans turned to mountains. I saw changes, and I started seeing, literally after years, I think that God let me look at creation through his eyes to show me why I didn't have to fear death, showed me the interaction of the universe. Because there were so many things. I was shown people living their whole life and dying and being reborn again. Being reborn over and over and over in cycles. At one point I was shown other planets. I was shown other things. It's hard to remember all those, but there was definitely things going. The movie Contact with Jodie Foster is the closest I've ever seen. So all this stuff is happening. I'm seeing these things. And then it closed. This happened very quick. It closed, and then the sun went away. And as it went away, it got smaller and went off and disappeared. And at the same time that it goes off and disappears, I feel myself moving backwards at a low rate of speed, but faster. And the very last words were spoken to me was, now you know, Glenn. And boom. I was gone. I was slowly, and then now you know, and it was like light speed, and I was back in my body. There was no fear anymore. There was nothing. At one point I remember thinking, well, I may still die. It's not a given. But I don't have to fear it. There's no more fear, and it's not an ending. It's just a beginning. It's a change.